Hello everyone and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we're taking a look at the Mini-Pla VS Vehicle Series 01 LupinKaiser from Lupinranger VS Patranger. So this is kind of my first foray into just regular Mini-Pla. I've had lots of Super Mini-Pla, but the main difference is Super Mini-Pla is definitely more intricate, has less stickers, more paint applications, and also kind of just more different colored plastic all coming together for detail as opposed to stickers. Mini-Pla definitely relies more on stickers, but it puts together pretty much the same way. Very nice, great joints, articulation, all that kind of stuff. Just a little bit more accessible, I think. You don't actually need any tools. With Super Mini-Pla, you definitely want something to kind of cut them out of the grid, but these all snap out of the grid very easily, which is nice. So I feel like these are just more accessible. If you're kind of first time getting into model kits, maybe try Mini-Pla before Super Mini-Pla. Not that Super Mini-Pla is too tough. I just definitely think these are easier to put together and still very fun. These are all very fun builds. Taking a look at the packaging here, you can see the cover of each box is pretty much exactly the same with the exception of just the little vehicle down here. You can see tells you 1, 2, 3 and has a picture of the jet. And then for 4 and 5, you have the two different pieces of Good Striker. So it takes 2 boxes to put Good Striker together since he is considerably larger than the other dial fighters. But yeah, packaging, very nice. Like the design, like the colors. Over here it gives you a lineup as well. So 1 through 5, there are 5 boxes in the set. Now you also have these pieces, which I'm not going to bother with, but basically what these are, they're kind of little pieces that you can clip onto the bottom of the dial fighters so that they can slide into the candy toy version of the VS changer. I don't even have that, so I'm not going to bother with that. But if you're curious what these extra pieces are, you can clip them onto the bottom, like they kind of clip around the bottom of the dial fighter, and then you can slide it onto the VS changer. You can actually even slide it onto the DX VS changer, but it does nothing. It makes no sounds. It triggers nothing. So it's just kind of an extra thing that can be done, but not really too much to get out of it. You can see the top of the box here, and they also show you what's inside. And then taking a look on the back, just kind of again shows you the 4 dial fighters you'll be left with, making LupinKaiser, and then teases the EX set, which is pretty cool. So that's pretty much it for the packaging. Going to go ahead and get these all built and stickered up, and we'll take a closer look. So here are the 4 dial fighters fully assembled and all stickers applied. We'll start with the red dial fighter. And they're fairly tiny. For a size comparison, here is a Micromaster from the current Transformers Siege line. So you can see they're a little bit larger than that. But really nice. Obviously sticker here on each wing. The blue canopy and black here is 2 stickers. And then there's a sticker for the ring that goes around the dial. The dial can turn. You can spin it all the way around. Now you see it has that kind of weird tab out the side. They all have that. I'm not sure if you're supposed to remove that or not, but I would think you'd have to cut that off if you were going to, so that wouldn't fit with the no tools required. So I'm not really sure why they all have that. It doesn't really like stop anywhere or anything like that. Oh, the little bit of green there is a sticker as well. That was probably the most difficult to apply, but really cool. So you have this piece underneath here, which is what the piece I was talking to you about earlier would clip around to make it fit into the VS changer. But otherwise you have your little red dial fighter. Of course this piece will pop down to reveal the head, which we will see later on when we combine these together. Next up we have the blue dial fighter. The propeller does not spin. That is locked in place. Sticker here for the canopy, and of course the 2 wings as well. Dial can spin around. It can do the fold down and get the Gatling gun going, like it has done on the show from time to time. Obviously it's mostly just the arm transformation, but it can be done. And then we have the yellow dial fighter. This whole canopy is 1 big sticker. That was a little difficult to apply, but I think it looks pretty good when you're done. And then these 2 wing stickers and then these 2 turbine stickers. And then there's a sticker there on the side as well. So not too bad. I mean, these weren't ridiculously heavy in stickers. This can also have the piece that comes down so she can use the saw blade, which does spin. And then the biggest dial fighter, Good Striker, which is 2 pieces. This basically, this piece and this piece, which you can see they just peg together very simply right there. Lots of sticker here on the 2 wings. I think it's 2 stickers together. Canopy, all of this orange here is all stickers. So Good Striker has a decent amount. Some here on the crotch plate. And this does have the capability, even though this is meant to be LupinKaiser, you can flip these up if you want to be Patranger, if you want to use this for Patranger as well. So I think that's pretty cool. Basically, it just means in the set that's Patranger, it's going to be the exact same Good Striker as the one that you have here. Dial can turn. You have the fake molded trigger, which obviously does nothing in this mode. No electronics, obviously. But the wheels do spin. So that's nice. So let's go ahead, let's get these guys combined together to form LupinKaiser. Alright, so the first thing we'll do, I'm going to move these guys just a bit off to the side so we can start transforming Good Striker here. You're going to disconnect the legs, and then you can pull them down. And you'll hear them click into place. Then you can fold these pieces up in the back. I like to tilt the feet a little bit. You can move these around, almost like an ankle tilt, just so that when you stretch it out a little bit, they sit a little bit flatter. Take this piece here and rotate this down. And that will just sit there. Make sure that the little tab on the dial is out of the way. You can see that there's kind of a tab here that kind of sits in a recess. Doesn't really click into place or anything. I kind of wish it did a little bit more. You can see that there's a peg here on the wing that's going to peg into the side when you move it back with the hinge. And then there you go. There is the body of LupinKaiser. Move the camera there a bit. We'll take our blue dial fighter. Push that down. Spin this. You can get the elbow going there. And then you're just going to put these down. Now, I kind of like to put these almost at like a 45-degree angle. And then these can kind of just tuck away a little bit more, and that doesn't hinder the articulation all that much. But if you want a more kind of traditional look, you can just kind of have it just go as far as it can. And then you can see a big peg hole there, so you just peg that right in. And make sure again that the tab for the dial is kind of out of the way. Yellow dial fighter, do pretty much the same thing. Big peg hole, peg that right in there. And then you're going to take the red dial fighter, put these wings at kind of like a 45-degree angle. And then you're going to come up here, and you can see that there is a peg that you will pop out. There we go. So now that's sticking out of there, and then that will peg in under there. And there we go. There is LupinKaiser. I think he looks fantastic. Really nice articulation as well. Trying to show you the head. Now the head is a sticker. And it's kind of recessed in there, but if you spin this around, it does, just like the DX toy, have a different side that's not the face. So I think that's kind of cool. Again, just kind of put these at an angle, whatever you're happy with. So articulation-wise, you can move the shoulders. They also have a joint so that you can do like out to the side shoulder action. You do have a swivel right above the elbow, and then of course you have the elbow. That is the same for both. When you come down to the waist, you may have to move up. This whole crotch plate is one solid piece. And it's a little difficult to kind of get your finger in there, but you could move that up, and then you have really nice waist movement here. I mean, obviously you can move the waist like that because it's just a simple peg, but for the hip, I should say, out to the side, all the way to the back, all the way to the front. You do have a thigh swivel, you have 90 degrees in the knee, and then, like I said, you can move the feet. It's not really a full ankle tilt, but I do feel like if you stretch out the legs a little bit, it does sit a little bit better if you just tilt those legs a tiny bit. So yeah, I really like this quite a bit. I really do. It was a really fun build. Like I said, it snapped together very nicely, popped out of the grids very easily. The stickers at some points were a little difficult. I would say the hardest stickers to put on were for the piece on the face and maybe the canopy on yellow. Other than that, not too terrible. I'm not a huge fan of putting stickers on, but I feel like the Mini Plus stickers are a little bit easier than the Soto figures because for the most part you have nice flat surfaces to put them on, so it's not that terrible. It's really when you have to contour to like bumpy, non-smooth plastic, that's when it gets difficult with stickers, but it can be done. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below, but if you are new to Mini-Pla or if you're just a big fan of Mini-Pla, either way, I recommend this set because I think it's a nice, fairly easy build, kind of a nice introduction before you move on to more complex models. But in any case, Mini-Pla is a lot of fun, and I'm definitely going to be collecting these from now on, so look for more reviews. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, guys, thanks so much for watching.